Hey guys, it's Abby here for Healthy Happy Fitness, and this week is updates week. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on what's been happening with me. So the day after I made my Healthy Happy Fitness video, I think it was the day after, I got into an accident on my bike, and I was going for my daily workout. I do cycling every day for about an hour. Anyway, I'm quite competitive when I do it, just competing against myself, and I decided, because every day when I go out I do a 2-minute sprint on my thing, where I have to get from one bit of the park to the other, and usually I just about miss the 2-minute mark, so I'll arrive in the destination at sort of 2 minutes 1 second, 2 seconds. So I was sprinting, doing this sprint with the side on my bike, and then suddenly the timer goes off. So my phone is in my sports bra, as probably you guys know, and probably you can relate to me on this. So my phone's in my sports bra, so I get it out and I'm holding it and I have my headphones on and I'm sprinting, I'm still doing my sprint. I sort of lift up the handlebars of my bike and smash it down again, in frustration, and then at the same time I sort of brake. And then I don't know what happened next, but I basically flipped off the bike. And this left me lying on the ground and so much pain. And luckily there was this jogger, so she runs up and she sees me and I'm lying on the ground and I have got pain all up one side of my body, just searing pain. And they called an ambulance for me. And I got in the ambulance after a while, and my mum was called and she came, and basically they saw that on my arm I had a laceration, and that's, if you don't know what that is, it's a cut, but it's a fairly deep one. It basically, after the accident, I was left with friction burn up one of my calves, friction burn up the other one, and a bruise with friction burn over it. And then an artificial wound on my knee, and then some more artificial wounds on my leg. You go up and I've got a bruise on my lower back, and then you've got the big thing. So if you're grossed out by cuts or wounds or whatever, just don't look at this because it looks pretty horrible, but there you go. So where the steri strips are, you can see I have a cut there, then up top is a wound, and then all of this stuff on the bottom, that's all friction burn, and the burn was so severe that it took off my skin. So they basically took me to clean it. Now I fell over, I flipped on grit. It was all up in the cut, and this cut is 1 centimetre wide and 4 centimetres long, so it's fairly big, and there was loads of stuff in it. It's really, really dirty. I didn't see it before, but anyway, they cleaned it. And I don't know if any of you have ever had a deep cut clean before, but it hurts like a bitch. And they were using something that was like a toothbrush. It's a lot longer, it's sort of like this long, and it's like a tiny scrubbing brush. How you would imagine a toothbrush to be if it was stretched out and long. Did that for half an hour. So they were literally scrubbing this thing for half an hour, up in the actual cut and all around it. It really hurt. And they gave me gas and air, and I don't know if anybody's ever had gas and air, but oh my god, that stuff is amazing. I felt like I was tripping and I was laughing and everything because it's laughing gas. It was awesome. It was really wicked. But yeah, it was really painful still. So yeah, I did that and I came home from the hospital. I was fine, sort of, really, apart from that. It's the friction burn and a huge laceration, so that's always fun. So I haven't been able to work out since that, and it's been really annoying because I have really wanted to work out and I've been really motivated to. And also, if my blood starts pumping, it goes into the wound and it pumps and pumps and pumps, and it's the same on my knee as well. and it's really bad and it really hurts. So right now I'm just avoiding it, and I think hopefully I'll start sometime next week, or well, this will go up on Monday, so it'll be probably within the week. Yeah, probably within this week that you see this. So yeah, that was really painful, but I felt, actually it didn't discourage me to not carry on, because usually when I have accidents like this or whatever, I'm like, okay, fine, that's it, I'm injured, I'm done with this, it hurts like a bitch, like I'm not doing this, I don't want to eat anymore, I'm just gonna binge. And I didn't. And then the next day after my injury, because I'm not at school at the moment, I've been given time off for my recovery from depression. And I went into my town and I went to the greengrocers. But I went to the greengrocers and I got 2 packs of strawberries for £3, and in American money, yeah, in dollars, that's about, in dollars, that's probably what, like $4, $5? I don't know. It's fairly cheap over here. That's really good, and they tasted so good. And then I went to buy some dark chocolate, and I was in the store, and some of you may or may not know this, but I have really, really bad disordered thoughts with eating. And I'm a really, really terrible binge eater, and I was in my biggest sort of trigger supermarket. Some of you may know it as Iceland if you're over here in the UK. But basically all the food in there is really, really cheap. It's like £1, £2, £3 for like loads of food. And I went in and I saw this chocolate, and I don't know if it's Cadbury chocolate, but it has Oreo in it. And I've never had it before, and I really wanted to get it, and it was like a big bar. You know, they don't really do small bars. And it was like £1, and I really wanted to get it. And they didn't even have any dark chocolate, which is what I was looking for. So I was just like, well, do I want this? Because, you know, what's going to happen is I'm just going to eat it all, and I'm probably not going to feel all that great afterwards. Or I can have my strawberries dipped in chocolate, and that will be really good, and it will taste great. And I didn't pick up the chocolate, and I was really, really grateful for that. And I went into another shop and I saw the same chocolate bar, and I also saw my dark chocolate, and I just got my dark chocolate and paid for it and went home and ate my strawberries and my dark chocolate instead. And that's a really big achievement for me, because as somebody who engages in frequent bad binges, which sometimes lead to purging of the exercise kind, it's really, really good. I was really proud of myself for doing that. And I kept up the healthy eating for the rest of the day, and it was really good. Yeah, I do have to celebrate that. I have to celebrate my achievements. Because also I spend a lot of money on binges when I do them. And, you know, it makes me feel like shit. So I'm not going to do that. And then the next few days were fairly good. Fairly good. I was really hungry one night, so I made I cut up some peppers and stuff and nommed on them, and it was really good. I did have I sort of had a binge where I ate some fish fingers and chips when I didn't need them, and I wasn't hungry. I was just binging mindlessly because I couldn't sleep. And today, it's a Friday, and I'm in Brighton because my stepdad lives over here and I live in London. So I went to Sainsbury's and I bought ice cream and donuts and cookies, and I've eaten all the donuts. There are 5 donuts in a pack, and I've eaten pretty much all the cookies and some ice cream as well. And I don't feel it makes me feel really, really shit. Not because I've done it and I let myself down, but because it's literally the way the food that I put into my body affects me. Because I've been having loads of really good, like, wonderful energy lately. And I realise that when I eat those high sugar, high fat foods, it makes me really lethargic. It makes me feel just really, like sluggish and horrible. And I felt like huge, like I felt like 600 pounds, and I don't need that. So I think I've learned, but I'm really terrible if I have food there and I can access it, like somebody's got to literally lock it away or eat it, because I can't have it in the house because I haven't got good self-control yet and I haven't developed that. And that thing called moderation doesn't really work when you have BED, because you really do struggle with keeping control. So yeah, that's been great, and I haven't drank soda in a while. We don't call it soda over here, we just call it by its name, like Diet Coke or whatever. And Diet Coke tends to be my downfall, and so does drinking water. So I had my first Diet Coke today, in like 2 weeks, and it doesn't do me good, and I've decided that I'm only ever going to drink Diet Coke when I want it, but not when I'm thirsty. When I'm thirsty, I'm going to listen to my body and have water, or sparkling water. And when it's maybe when I'm out with some friends or whatever, I can get Diet Coke if I want it. But personally, I don't really think I need soda. I know I don't need soda, so there's not really much point in me drinking it. So yeah, that's all been really, really positive. Apart from the accident, I feel really good about it. And I do feel like I've done a lot this week internally, done some really good internal processing. And although I'm really struggling with my depression and insomnia and stuff, I do definitely feel like I'm sort of more controlled over my food choices and that sort of thing. And that's a real big problem, and I do think it sort of stems from an eating disorder, having control over food. But I feel like if my control is over healthy food, then I can control what I put in my body. Like, I can control when I have healthy food, and I can control when I have my indulgence food. Like, I'm not restricting myself on anything, but I'm controlling it, and that makes me feel really good. Which is weird, because it's kind of like the anorexic part of my disordered thoughts wants that control, but the BED part of my thoughts is it's really grateful for that control, and they're complementing each other quite nicely right now, which is really good. But then I was talking to my dad yesterday, and did something really crazy, and I was like, you know what I want to do? I want to do a triathlon. And he was like, okay, sure, do a triathlon. And I was like, okay, so when should I do it? And he goes, well, what about the end of September? And we're in May right now, and he's like, end of September, which is pretty much when triathlon season ends. I've never done any sort of competitive running, swimming. Well, I've done competitive swimming before, but not at a really serious level. But he was like, okay, let's do it. So I texted my uncle, who's a really big fitness fanatic, and he's competed in triathlons and stuff before. So I texted him, was like, hey, can you help me out with this? I need to know what training schedule I need to follow and this sort of thing, and what event I need to do. And he basically takes it back saying, I'll do research for it for you this weekend, because he's a lawyer, he's really, really busy. So basically, if he gives me the go ahead and stuff, I should start triathlon training, which is mental to say the least, and super exciting. If you don't, I guess a lot of you will know what triathlon is, but it's swimming, cycling and running consecutively, and it's like a race. And I looked at the event that I'm interested in doing is 400 meters swimming, which is 8 lengths of a pool, pretty much. Then you do a 20k cycle, which is quite a lot, and then a 5k run. And that's the short distance one. So it's pretty crazy. And you have to do, I was looking at the training schedule and my dad was discussing it with me, and he thinks I need to do at least an 18k cycle twice a week. Which is crazy. I don't really know what I've got myself into, but I think I'm hopeful for it because I'm a really good swimmer. I haven't done it in a while because I was, had my huge issues with self-injury and stuff, so I completely cut myself out of competitive swimming, but I'm a very good swimmer. So, as soon as I build my stamina in the pool, I'm not going to have a problem with that. I do my cycle workouts every day, which is not really comparable to what I have to do for a triathlon, but it's something, and running is something I haven't got a lot of experience in, and I'm not very good at it, but I can try. So that's what's gonna happen, and it's crazy, but it's also super fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. Not only because it's a great goal and I've always wanted to do a triathlon, but also because I just want to be fit. Like, this is something that has definitely resonated with me this week. Is for the first time in my life since starting a Fitblur, or since ever having problems with my body image or anything like that. This is the first time in my life where I have literally wanted to be fit, and I have literally, the weight loss side of things has been the last thing on my mind, and that's a really big thing for me because I've been overweight my whole life, or I've been bigger my whole life, and so for me to be completely content with just having fitness and not being concerned with weight is really something. And I know I will lose weight, and I know I will do it if I compete in this triathlon, but I'm much more interested in fitness and health, and I'm so much more health driven this time around, and I don't know where it comes from, but I'm so happy and proud of myself, because literally, like, of course I want a fabulous ass from all those squats I do, and of course I want the great toned legs, but I'm not worried about whether I have flab on my arms, or if my thighs are big, or I don't have a thigh gap, or I don't have my collarbones, and that makes me so happy. I'm genuinely proud of myself, because I look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, bud, you got a good body. You got a body you can be proud of, and I can be proud of my body, and it's not perfect, and it is overweight, but you know what? Your body is capable of so much awesome stuff, and I can do it, and it makes me feel so good. I'm just so health driven and so fitness driven. I just could not care less about the way my body looks, and I think I'm really embracing this whole self-love thing. And I'm not even sure how it happened. I went through, when I sort of was off Healthy Happy Fitness, I was actually really struggling with eating disordered thoughts, and I was really badly restricting and purging, and I was just, I was engaged. I had pretty much all of the behaviours that you'd expect from a person suffering with anorexia. I was weighing myself every day, doing body checks every day, restricting, writing down everything, doing excessive amounts of exercise on very little calories and stuff. And I hated my body. Literally, I hated it. And just then after that that lasted for a good couple of months, and I did lose like a lot of weight actually. But I was so unhealthy and I was really sick. And I mean, I was surviving on 500 calories and I was lying in bed all day and I was exhausted. Like, that's sort of how bad it was. And I just, I was like, well, at least I'm going to be skinny. I hate my body, but at least I'm getting skinny. It's just like, fuck that. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, no. So I basically lost control one day and I binged, and I went, and this wasn't like what an anorexia binge would look like not 200, 500 calories. I'm talking like big ones, like 3,000 calories, 5,000 calories. And I went on a binge for weeks, like weeks and weeks and weeks. I gained back all the weight and more, and then my thoughts just were still really disordered, and I was going from binging to restricting, binging to restricting, binging to restricting, and it was just terrible. And then something happened inside me and I was just like, no, I've got to stop this. I saw a post on Tumblr and it was about a girl talking about, how to love yourself, and she said, don't starve yourself, don't starve your body, because you're going to waste your time. Don't waste your time doing that. And I realised, look, if I've got this disorder, which I'm pretty sure I do have this disorder, if I have it, I'd much rather it just be in my head right now, and I don't want to have the physical effects of it. But, I can deal with the mental things, but as soon as I start wasting my life with things like osteoporosis and dropping to dangerously low weights and purging and doing all of that sort of stuff, my physical health is seriously going to suffer. So I just, every day I want to go back to restricting. I think, don't starve yourself, don't waste your time with this. You've been sick for like 2 years now with depression, and you've been sick with anxiety for years and years and years. It's just so not worth it. It's so not worth it to even try and get yourself into it. Just try and starve yourself or do any of these things. And then today I just unfollowed some tags that I've been tracking, which were Pro Anna Thinspo, Pro Anna Tips, and I just untracked all of them. And it was like a really big achievement. I was so proud of myself. I'm just so not focusing on weight. Just so driven to compete in this triathlon and do some really badass work and show everybody how awesome my body can be, because your body is awesome. Like, whether you want to believe it or not, it is wicked and it can do some seriously badass things, and it's totally kick-ass. And I'm going to show the world, and also I'm going to show myself, because I deserve to see it. And I'm seriously proud of myself. Like, I think it's really hard for me to sit here in front of camera and say, you know what, I do love myself. And not only that, but I'm fucking beautiful. And not only that, but I like the way this lighting looks, because it makes my boobs look fantastic. And I like the way my hair looks like this. And I like this top. And I like the fact that I'm wearing sweats. And I love the fact that my cars look super badass. And I love it. And I just, I've been binging tonight, but whatever, fuck it. Tomorrow's a new day, and I've been drinking so much water. I drank 2 litres of water today and more, and fuck, I'm just doing so well. And I started reading The Clean Eating Diet by, Tosca or something. And then I've also started reading Ultramarathon Ban by Dean Karnazes. Anyway, I'll put the links in the description. But I'm just fucking proud of myself. I've done some really, really good mental work. this this week, while I haven't been able to physically work, I've been able to mentally harness that strength, and I can't wait to put it into practice. And genuinely, I've got so much positive energy right now. If you're having a problem or anything like that, I want to help you, because this is badass and I've totally got this. And just I'm so excited. I'm going to be cycling 18k a day. That's mental. That's a lot of exercise, and I'm looking forward to it. And damn it, yeah, this is great. And I'm totally pumped to be back with Healthy Happy Fitness and doing it. And I'm going to be doing my own fitness vlogs on my side channel, and I'm just, yeah, so good, so good. Like, this is super long, and I doubt anybody is going to watch to the end, but if you do, congratulations. And I probably will cut it down, but oh my god, I'm so proud of myself. So proud of myself. You don't even understand. And just, damn it, this, hell yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, this has been a great week, despite the old elbow injury thing. But yeah, I'm really proud of every single Fitbler out there who is choosing to do this the healthy way. And whatever your reason for doing this, just be proud of yourself. Be proud of every single achievement you've got. And if you haven't achieved anything, look forward to what you are going to achieve, and embrace workouts and embrace healthy eating and embrace yourself and loving yourself, because it feels great. And you'll watch more. I might even wear bright red lipstick outside. Why? Because I can. Yeah, so good. So I'm just going to finish off by saying, please follow my Fitbler, which is 15 from fat to fit.tumblr.com, because that's mostly where I post about my personal progress and all of that sort of thing. And if you want to hear about my triathlon progress and all of that training, go over there. Or you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, 9343 abs, or if you want to hear more fitness vlogs and stuff, go over to more 9343 abs, because I'll be updating that pretty soon. And also don't forget to follow Healthy Happy Fitness youtube.tumblr.com for our amazing insights into the Healthy Happy Fitness community, and just the Fitbler community. And also subscribe to this channel, because we're all amazing and we've got some awesome stuff coming up. So I love you guys. I love myself, and I love you, and this is amazing, and let's do this together, and let's have some fucking fun. So yeah, I want to hug you and kiss you all and comfort you that are feeling down, and if you're feeling good, let's all go and run together. I don't know, I'm just gonna well done, seriously. I'm so proud of you, so proud of me, and let's just do this. Okay, I love you so much. I don't want to say goodbye, because just well done. So proud of my babies. Anyway, bye guys, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Bye.